How do I feel when my website and applications come under attack? Thanks to Neustar Security, I feel confident. Their full ultra-secure suite of always-on cloud security services means our website will always be available to our customers whenever they need it, day or night. Neustar Security does more than ensure my company's online presence is ultra-secure. It ensures my peace of mind. Neustar Security, always on, ultra-secure.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, have we got something for you today. I've been walking around looking at all these protesters. Matter of fact, they're fixing to be protesting here on our side of town this morning. Isn't it funny that there's no cops, there's no downtown. They're just going to bring it out here to the neighborhoods. So let me tell you what I've seen. I see people walking around with t-shirts on saying Black Lives Matter. I see, and I beg to differ, and not in a bad way. The way I look at it, we went through a period where cop lives matter, Black Lives Matter, but you know what? It's really sad because all lives matter. That's what it's about. It's not about one race or one type of person's life mattering. If you think your life don't matter, then you have a problem. Go see your psych. But all lives matter. And as soon as you guys get that through your thick heads, then the better off we'll be. Matter of fact, we have designed a t-shirt this morning, which will be on 365christmas.club after this broadcast. That's 365christmas.club, where you can get rings and t-shirts. We'll even custom make them for you if you want us to. But I just want you to know that all lives matter. Not just one race, not brown, not Asian, not Latino. All lives matter. So, those of you that are still here after that, isn't it funny to watch these people go around and act like idiots? Destroying stuff, saying, oh yeah, we're doing it for the guy that died. Well, that's fine, but you know, I have a real hard time with all this because, number one, I didn't know the guy that died. I just know one man killed another man. I don't know how many white cops shoot black people during the course of a day, or how many black cops shoot white people during the course of the day. I figure cops are cops. They're doing whatever it is they do. And it really, I don't think it matters what color you are. You got some really bad cops out there, period. You know, used to have a sign out there on their cars and everything says to protect and serve. Now we got 21-year-old kids out there and you're giving them a badge and a gun. And they think they're God. That's where the problem is. It has nothing to do with race again. But, you know, everybody wants to make it about them. Me, 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 me. Well, guess what, folks? It ain't about you. It ain't about anything other than you got a bad cop that did something very bad. And actually, you have a bad man that just happens to be a cop that did something very, very bad. I don't know. I haven't seen any videos other than, and I know there's got to be some out there, other than what the news shows. I'd like to see them all. See what really happened. Because all we're getting is what the media is telling us. Can you imagine that? We're believing a corrupt news source that every time somebody wants something out of the government, every time the government wants something, I should say, all they have to do is leak just a little bit. Not too much, just enough to stir the people up. And then we're like a bunch of sheep. Oh, God, just follow this. Just get riled up because the news says. Don't you think it's funny? 3 or 4 months ago, the news says run out and buy toilet paper. We still haven't recovered over that. People ran out and bought tons of toilet paper. They bought it all. But guess what? There's toilet paper back in the stores, folks. You didn't need to run out and buy toilet paper. If you had it, you had it. If you didn't, you didn't. You had to go get some. But then you had the people saying, oh, I'm going to make $1 million off of this. Well, I don't think you should make $1 million off of buying toilet paper. Somebody somewhere in the year 2095 is going to be going, I'm opening the last roll of toilet paper my grandparents bought back in 2020. Now they're doing the meat scare. Have you looked at the price of meat? 5 pounds of hamburger that was $11 just 2 weeks ago is now $25, and the price is rising daily. All because the news media is saying, oh, we're going to have to shut down one, not all, but one of the meat processing plants in the country. We're going to have to, everybody's raising the price. And it's funny that the Arkansas Attorney General says, we're not going to allow price gouging. What the hell do you think Walmart's doing? Everything in Walmart has almost tripled over the last month. Because every time the media leaks something, Walmart gets to raise the prices, everybody gets to run and try to get it. Now, isn't that stupid? You know, you might say, oh, he's calling us stupid. No, I'm not calling you stupid. What I'm saying is, what's going on is stupid. Because you guys are so into your 9 to 5 thing, well, I got to get up and go to work. Well, now a lot of you don't even have to do that. So you sit around and you watch the news, and the news don't have anything good to say. They're constantly running down the president. They got Biden out there going, I'm communist. Hey, join my side. I'll give you free shit. You won't have to work again. But that's not what this is all about. This is all about, number one, being safe, protecting yourself, protecting your family. And I went the other day to see what type of deal, what's going on with the guns. It looks like this country has bought almost every gun in the country. Yep. So, if we have a civil war, I guess we're armed. Or if another country even comes over here, we're armed to the teeth. We'll just go ahead. We don't need the army. Trespass on our land, we just go ahead and blow you away. That's what I would do. And I wouldn't care if you were pink. Because the only thing I want to see is everybody sort of get along. But if you can't, well, stay away from each other. Now they say, the media says that Floyd passed a counterfeit bill. And if that's what this started over, just think about it. Every day you go to the store and you buy something, they could give you a counterfeit bill. These kids today don't look at nothing. And have you ever noticed how they do stuff? Burger King, and Taco Bell, and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, here you go. I'll give you the steps. You order something at that squawk box out there. And you order. I want a Big Mac, large Coke, order of fries. Now that's it. So they tell you how much it is. So you drive up to the window and you go to hand them a bill. They stick a cup out the window, and don't have your face sticking out there because they'll hit you with it. They stick a cup out the window. You drop the money in the cup. They quickly slam their hand over the cup, and if you're not fast enough, they'll hit you. Then they bring it into there, and they pull the dollar bill or 20 and 10, whatever it is, out of there and look at it and slam it in the register, and then they go ahead and give you the change. But they count the money out, they put it in that cup, and they pour it in your hand. Well, let's stop and think about that a minute. So, all you had to do was hand them the money, but they had you put it in a cup. Now, they're handling the money that you just handed them. Isn't that remarkable? And once they handle the money, then they give you money that other people's handle. So it's really funny. And then when they come out with the food, they have the drink sitting on a tray, and they have a bag that they have stapled closed, and they give it to you. They shove that tray out there, and you take your drink and your stuff off the tray. I don't understand why they're stapling the bag closed, because now I got to unstaple it to get to the food and check it, make sure it's all there. Because just because there's a pandemic going on, that didn't make McDonald's any smarter than it ever was. And I don't know about you, but McDonald's been notorious for me for not giving me my right order or leaving something out. And you think just because there's a pandemic, they can staple the bag and say everything's fine? I don't think so, folks. Check your orders. So now you're sitting there looking at it, you're going, wow, okay. But how did that food get in that bag? Somebody in McDonald's had to cook it, had to handle it, to put it on your bun, say it was a quarter pounder with cheese. They had to put the bun on the burger on the bun, the pickle on the bun, the mustard and ketchup on there, or the special sauce, whatever the heck they want to call it. And then they got to wrap it up, and then they got to put it in a sack. And people's going, oh, well, they're wearing gloves. I've seen these glove wearing people. They're wearing masks too, but guess what they're doing with those masks? Oh, they're adjusting them with the gloves on. So that means that whatever's on the mask is going to get on the gloves, it's going to get on your food, it's going to get on the bag that they're going to hand you. So you better hope they don't have the coronavirus or COVID-19 or this special kids virus that just came out a couple months ago. Oh my goodness. They got so many things. And now, what are they saying? The CDC came out day before yesterday and said, we have a new strain of flu that's going to hit this fall when the coronavirus hits again. and it's going to be 10 times worse than the other flu. Oh my God, people, did they release this flu? For them to know that we're going to have it, that means that one of them idiots put it in the air already, or will be putting it in the air. So, like I said, it is stupid. I don't believe anything that I see on the media. I barely believe anything I say, but I know I'm not going to tell you a lie, because I just really don't care about the media, the government, anything else. I just know that I don't understand why people are protesting in my neighborhood when I'm not close to downtown or any shops. I'm not close to the police station. In fact, we're so far south, we're just about a block from being outside the city limits. And they want to bring it all the way down here on the south side of town. We don't care, people. We care that you had a bad cop. And I'm going to put it to you like this, because people's going to misinterpret this "we don't care" thing. It's the thing here. I don't know him. I didn't know him. I didn't know the cop. Crap like that happens every single day. Not necessarily white cop and black man. It could be black cop and white man. But that crap happens every day, and I don't know those people. So therefore, I'm not going to make a political statement over something that happens every day. Do you know how many people die in a day? I don't, but I know it's a lot. What, one every 2 or 3 seconds? So I don't have time to go through and read the backstory on every one of them. Some are probably one man killed another man. A black man killed another black man. A white man killed a white man. A black man killed a white man. That don't ever show up on the news, does it? No. So let's just look at it what it is. You have 1 death per second every day, 365 days a year. And I'm not going to sit there and try to pick out 1 death a year for the government to scrutinize and you to scrutinize, because I didn't know them. If I knew them, it might matter to me. But if I don't know them, it don't. People live and die. That's the way things are in this world. Now, if they ever come up with some way that we don't die, then that'll be great. But that ain't going to happen. Not in our lifetime. It might in the future, unless we kill each other. And that's what the media wants. That's what the government would like to see. Population control. Remember, folks, this is brought to you by 365christmas.club, a place where you can get rings and t-shirts, and we'll even make the t-shirt for you if you tell us what you want it to say. We don't care what it says. We'll just make it and ship it to you. You can say anything you want to. I don't care. We will help you with your design. We'll come up with a design for you. Whatever you want, we can do it. But like I said, there is one that says, let's see what it does say here so I can get it right. I'll bring it up a little bit. It's it says it's not Black Lives Matter or cops' lives matter. It is all lives matter. That's what it really is. All lives. Not just the black, not just the cops, not just the white, not just the Latinos, not just the Asians. It's all lives matter. So that's the way it should be. But you're out there in the street saying you've been depressed and repressed. Everybody has the same chance if you use your mind. Oh, I didn't. I've been on welfare all my life. Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I knew the system. My mama would send me down to the welfare office to get food stamps. And she told me, go in there and tell them I can't get there, and your daddy's gone. Yeah. That's what they used to do. What happened to me, we were so poor that I don't even think we could afford dirt if they gave it to us. But over the years, I said I wasn't going to live like that. I didn't want to live like that. And I made things happen. I said, but not like I wanted to. I wanted to be a millionaire, but I'm not there. All I know is that everything matters in some different scales than others. So with that being said, folks, let's get back to what's going on today. We got a protest here in South Fort Smith. The governor of Arkansas has declared Arkansas in a state of emergency because some group has infiltrated the protesters. And they stir them up. Well, I don't think the protesters are very smart if they can let that group stir them up like that. Loot, steal, burn down places of business. You know, where do you think those jobs come from? I can't get no job. That's because you burned the damn thing down. How about that? But anyway, we're at 22 minutes, 32 seconds that we've been talking about this. That's a long time, don't you think? And I ain't shut up yet. How about that? People are going, do you ever shut up? Yeah, there's a lot of times I don't say a word. I just look. I watch and I listen. Because you'd be surprised what you learn if you just stop and listen, smell the coffee or the roses, whichever. But folks, listen, this stuff has to stop, you know. Okay, have your little protest about a cop that killed somebody. And that's what it should be about. This cop killed somebody. That cop didn't put you or your ancestors or anybody else in jeopardy except that one man. So I don't know. And I do know there are really bad cops. And there's a few good ones. Very few. You know, I got pulled over one day when somebody had stole the license plate off of my pickup. I didn't even get a block. This cop comes up to my window and he says, hey, the reason I pulled you over is you don't have license plates. And the first thing out of my mouth was like, hell, I don't. And I started to open the door and I said, oh, and I stopped when he stepped back and grabbed for his gun. I said, you mind if I go check? I said, because I know I had license plates on this thing. He said, after I run you. Well, that's fine. Go ahead. I don't care. And then I got out afterwards and I went and checked, and sure enough, somebody stole my license plates. But that cop was so afraid that he reached for his gun the first thing instead of saying, hey, stop, stay where you're at. He didn't say a word. He stepped back and grabbed for his gun. And I'm not black. But I had enough sense to be aware of my surroundings, and when I noticed that's what he was doing, I stopped what I was doing and said, hey, you mind if I do this? Where people go, well, you ain't got no business arresting me. I've seen people out there to get pulled over by a cop, and the cop's doing a routine traffic stop. And they stand there at the window, and he noticed, he's standing there, and he asks the guy for his driver's license, and then he notices something suspicious in the car, like a handgun or a bong or some weed laying in the ashtray that they didn't throw out or something, whatever. So he just asked him to step out of the car. What the hell you want me to step out of the car for? What do you think I am? I ain't no damn crook. Why do I got to get out of the car? And that there starts the confrontation. So now he calls for backup and tells them that you're resisting arrest. And the guys that come up there all eager gun-ho going, yeah, let's get this son of a bitch. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, now see, I used to drive around Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas. And, when I'd get pulled over in my big truck, I would just sit there and let the cop walk up, Well, actually, what I'd do is I'd get out of my truck and then stay where the cop could see me. Walk to the end. He would sit in his car and watch. And then when he noticed I didn't have a gun and wasn't going to shoot him, he'd get out of his car and he'd come back and talk to me and tell me what was going on, why he pulled me over. Sometimes it was just to do a paperwork check. Sometimes it was to DOT my truck. Sometimes I was doing something wrong. Oh, well. Now, one day, I go to Illinois. You know that communist state over there? Yeah, that one. I'm going, the speed limit in Illinois at that time was 55. It's 70 today for trucks, but then it was 55. And I was doing 65. But a FedEx truck passed me at the same time. We passed this cop sitting in the median. I saw him come out in the lane. I slowed down to 60. That FedEx truck just kept on hauling ass, so I figured he was going after them. Nope, he pulled me over. Well, I got out of the truck and started to walk to the back. J.B. Hunt almost ran over me. So I turned around and walked around the other side of the truck. I get to the back, and this cop has his gun drawn, and it's pointing right between my eyes. When I step behind the trailer, he says, freeze. I said, what in the world is going on here? He said, what are you doing? And I looked at him, and I said, well, let's see. Let me get my story straight here. And I looked at him, I looked around, I said, oh, I remember. Some idiot pulled me over, and I came back here to see what the hell they wanted. I said, I didn't know I was supposed to bring a gun to a gunfight. And he said, did I tell you to get out of your truck? I said, no, but that's usually what happens. I come back here, we have a talk, you either write a ticket or you don't, or you do whatever you want to do, and then I'm on my way and you're on your way. He said, this is my state, and you don't get out of your truck in my state until I tell you to. I said, okay. Get back in your truck. So I turn around and I start walking up the side of the truck, and he says, do you have anybody else with you? And I stopped because I didn't want to be rude. I turned around and I said, yeah, got my wife in the truck. He goes, does she have any weapons? I said, no, not that I know of. He said, get on up in the truck. And I said, okay. So I turned around and I started walking back up to the truck, and he says, do you have anybody else in the truck? So being polite, I stopped, I turned around and I looked at him and I said, yeah, got my cat in the truck. He said, does he have any weapons? And I looked at that cop and I said, well, I don't know. You're going to have to ask him when you get up there. The cop shoved me and told me to get up in the truck. So I start walking back up towards the front of the truck, and he says, I need to see your logbook. Now, I'm beside the passenger door at that point in time. So I stop and I knock on the door. I said, honey, you see my logbook up there? She said, no, I don't keep up with your shit. And I said, oh, okay. The cop says, get up there in the truck. So we walk around to the driver's side, and I get in as I'm getting in. He says, you don't get stopped very often, do you? I said, not very fucking often. He said, what'd you say? And I told him exactly what I said the second time. I mean, I know the sucker's already heard me, and there ain't no reason to just tell him, some bull crap. So I told him a second time. So he takes my license and paperwork, and he goes sit in his car for what seemed to be an eternity. And then he comes back up there, and he says, sir, I need you to go back to my car. Now, I look out the window, and I pointed his car. I said, way back there where we just came from? You want me to go back there, right? He said, yeah. I said, but we just came from back there. Now we're way up here. Now I got to go way back there? He said, yeah. So I got out of the truck, and I went back there. He said, the reason I pulled you over is I have to do so many DOT inspections during the course of the night. And your number was the lucky one that got drawn. I said, well, I'm trying to figure out, because that damn truck went by me like a bat out of hell. He said, I don't care about y'all speed out here. I just care that I get this done. I said, well, what was the deal with the gun thing? He said, no, in this state, you stay in your truck. He said, you keep your seatbelt on till I get up there where you're at, and I can inspect you. I go, oh my God, that's ridiculous. But I could have got shot that night. And come to think of it, it was a black cop. I wonder if I'd have made the news. Probably not. So people, just chill. It's time for this stuff to be over with. Everybody's going, well, it's been going on for centuries. Number one, let's get this straight and to the point. None of us was alive during slavery. I didn't own any slaves, and you weren't slave to me. I don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe me nothing. That's the first thing. Second thing, anything that happened in history before I was born, I can't be held liable for. So you need to quit trying to blame me and everybody else for whatever happened before we were born. And the other thing is, if you're too damn lazy to go get a job, and I don't care what color you are, then you deserve to be where you're at. If you're too damn lazy to do anything, in your life to make it better or try to make it better, then you need to be where you're at. But if you get out there and try, let people know that you're trying, maybe, just maybe, things will turn around for you. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Y'all have a good day. And remember, if you need something, go to 365christmas.club. We will be glad to try to help you.
Migraines can attack anytime, anywhere. Now there's a new kind of pill you can take anytime, anywhere to treat them. Introducing Ubrelvy or Ubrogepant. Ubrelvy can provide relief from migraine pain and debilitating symptoms without worrying where you are or if it's too late. People took Ubrelvy within 4 hours of a migraine attack. One dose can quickly stop a migraine in its tracks within 2 hours, and many had pain relief in just 1 hour.
Ubrelvy treats migraine attacks in adults and is not for migraine prevention. It is available by prescription only. Do not take Ubrelvy with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take. Few people had side effects. The most common were nausea, 2 to 4%, and tiredness, 2 to 3%.
While normal routines have shifted, the need for migraine treatment remains the same. Contact your healthcare provider to see if Ubrelvy is right for you. Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine. Learn about support and resources at ubrelvy.com or call 844-4UBRELVY. Sponsored by Allergan.
Pizza!
Feeling like every night is pizza night?
Pizza? Again?
Spice things up with Cholula for a flavor that'll make you forget you already had pizza twice this week. Cholula hot sauce, the best thing ever to happen to pizza. Choose Cholula.